Hey folks, welcome back to the channel and another Escape from Tarkov update video. We got a new event for you, one that might be pre-wipe, but it's hard to say exactly. It has to do with Gunsmith, hence the background I picked for this. So let's get into it, get you up to speed, and show you what to do. Okay, so here is the tweet from BSG. A new in-game event called Supply and Demand has started Escape from Tarkov. Players can access a new mechanic quest line. After the completion of the quest line, players will be able to access the global event. After the event's conclusion and following the next wipe, so in the next wipe, players will be able to barter the most popular weapon builds at mechanics loyalties level 3 and 4. The in-game event is available for completion till August 6th, 10 a.m. BST, 5 a.m. Eastern. So that is 2 a.m. Pacific time on the 5th, which is a Tuesday, or on the 6th, which is a Tuesday, 10 a.m. in London, and 7 p.m. in Sydney for our folks down under that like to time travel. So you have till then to do all of this. So what is the task? The task is on mechanic. You go in, you get Gunsmith special offer or special order, and you accept it, and you got to turn in an M4 with recoil no more than 300, ergo no less than 70, and it has to have an EOTech XPS 3-0 on it. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. Straight up, the simplest and easiest one that I want to point out to people so that you know that it's here is this barter on Peacekeeper loyalty level 4. I do not believe this is task locked behind anything. I went and double checked. I didn't see any tasks that block it. So I think once you just get level 4 Peacekeeper, you have this. It is a LEDX. You do a LEDX barter. I'm not going to do it because I already did it. You can see these are like 600 to 700,000 depending on if somebody's buying a thick case or not. It gives you this build right here. If you come in and you pull off the Reap and put an XPS on there, you can also pull off the 60 rounder. You can pull off the Mauls and the shift grips. So you could resell some of those if you want. That is ready to go. You can turn this in. I'll show you right here real quick. It is there along with the other build, which I'll show you. This is the budget, the cheap one to build. So there you go. So for 600-700K, you get yourself a Reap IR, the quest done, and some other stuff. So if you have Peacekeeper 4, that is there for you. Now, if you just want to do this as cheap as possible, I totally get you, and we will show you how to do that. This is the cheapest build I could come up with and was on the lowest level traders as far as the items you need. There's nothing crazy like level 4 mechanic or anything for this, or anything crazy on the flea market. So the first thing we'll do, actually, let me make this simpler. I'm just going to sell this and we'll go from scratch here. Actually, I'll put this on the flea market. Maybe that'll be helpful for somebody. We can sell it for like 100K and I'll make money. Kind of a cool thing you could do, I guess. Maybe I do that after maybe I build a bunch of these and just list them for whatever, and then you guys can buy them and turn them in. Easy peasy, right? So 100K, we'll list that thing. Let's buy ourselves another M4. We'll go through this whole process with you guys real quick. M4 is locked. It's sold out. We can do a barter for a couple of CPUs. It's really expensive, but I don't really care. We'll do it because money's pointless right now. All right, so edit preset. I've got this saved. This is the M4. I've got, you know, this thing set up. You come in here, and I'll make sure that we get pictures of this and everything for you guys. But we'll go to my special order cheap, open it up, we'll go to assemble, we'll buy the parts. Now, this is not buying the EOTech because obviously I have a ton of them in my inventory. I will, otherwise it's 35,000. All of these things are on Peacekeeper loyalty level 2, or I think 3 on 1 or 2 of them, but most of the stuff is on 2, and if it's not, it's cheap on the flea market. So figure 35,000 with some USD mixed in there. You get that done and you can build it. The EOTech's gonna be another like 35,000 on top of that, I think. 149 if you don't have it unlocked, obviously, but you're gonna buy that no matter what build you have, unless you have some in your inventory. But you're talking $258 from Ski or $317 from Peacekeeper to get this build done, and that's that. We'll go turn it in now. Okay, now I almost forgot to do this and actually show you guys the build, so we'll go through that real quick. These are the 6 parts you need on top of the stock M4. These right here. You saw them in the buy screen, but these are the 6 things you need on top of it. We'll go into the modding screen and go from here. So just take out the mag because you don't need that. The grip is going to be the MI80, the MIAD, whatever you want to call it. We'll change to the Vector, or actually pull off charging handle too. Change to the Vector, the DS150 Chris Defiance DS150 stock FDE. There's a black one too. You can use that if you want. I just grabbed that because it's all the same color. For the foregrip, you use the MOE SL carbine length M-Lock stock or foregrip. I said stock. Then you use the DDM lock grip, Daniel Defense, clicks right on there like that. Then you want to go with the MK12 low profile gas block, and then last but not least, the requested sight, the XPS0. I'm actually going to grab this and put it on there like that, just because I already turned this in, so that's why it's not showing it. But as you can see, it's the special order cheap preset. It's the same one I turned in, or you can turn in, that I showed you earlier. But that is the build right there. Pull it back up so everybody can see it. There's this screen for that one of people, and then here's this screen for people that want to see this screen. I know everybody has their own little way of doing it, but it's all right here. Okay, that's it. Actually, I'm going to turn in my expensive one, and then I'm going to build a bunch of these and sell them on the flea market, I think, so you guys can have them. So keep an eye out for those, see if you can find them there. Turn that in, complete, and you go on to your next task, which is Gun Connoisseur, which requires you to go out and kill 10 items with 10 targets with 5.56, so that's PMCs or scavs, bosses, whatever. 10 with 5.45, 10 with 7.62 by 39, 10 with 7.62 by 54, or sorry, 5 with 7.62 by 54, 5 with 9 by 19, and 5 with 9 by 39. No 7.62 by 51. I don't know why they hate. Best round in the game, arguably, and it's not even there, but whatever. Now, obviously, I am not past this part, so I can't show you the rest of it, but handily enough, the wiki does have these up for us, so we can go through them. So you get Gun Connoisseur, you complete that, it gives you some goodies. Customer communication is the next one. You need to find 1 military cable found in raid, 2 working LCDs in raid, and 2 power cords in raid. Now, the working LCD and maybe the military cable, but the working LCD is going to be one of the tougher ones here. Military cables you can find on reserve, on interchange, on lighthouse, on streets. They're all there. The working LCDs, same kind of places, but also filing cabinets is a good place to find them. So if you have some, great, make sure you keep them as you're finding them, as you're playing your raids, because you're gonna need 2 of them. Power cords, obviously check computers and stuff, or filing cabinets, but you can also craft them. There is a craft here. I'll just show you in the game instead of on the wiki. So you craft 2 of them in a pretty quick period of time. I think it's about 40 minutes if you don't have max crafting, 20 minutes if you do, and you can be done with those right there without even taking any out of raid. Once you have that, you turn those in, then you get supply and demand, which is the final task. This is the one that is the interesting part as well that I want to mention, let you guys know that BSG is going to be tracking this, and they're going to be watching the most popular weapons that are going to be used, and those are going to be put on sale next wipe as a barter on mechanic loyalty level 3 and 4. So this is kind of a cool chance for communities to get together and do some gun builds. I'll probably put some stuff up on my Discord or maybe on Twitter about some of the more, I guess, my favorite gun builds. I don't know what you want to call it, some good ones, so that we as a community can kind of get together, use the same weapons, and get some good barters. Because it's always been my biggest gripe with the barters. A lot of the barters that you have for the weapons, even if you're in here getting weapon barters, like, you're never using the full weapon. You're usually taking a part or 2 off, and then you're selling the rest of it, right? Like, everybody knows the MPX barter because you use it for the shift grip early on for gunsmith, or even the M87 breacher for some stuff. And the same thing with Peacekeeper, right? The one I just showed you guys, a lot of people are just using this barter to get a reap pretty cheap, some other weapon attachments, and they're not even really using the rest of it. You know, this MDR is moderately usable, but not great. You get a FLIR on this SCAR, but you're not really going to run that. So it would be nice to have some built out weapons that the community actually uses, so you can come in here, you can just grab a barter, maybe switch out a lighter, an optic, whatever you want that is personal preference, and then roll with a gun that's actually useful. I think it's a great thing. I think this is an awesome idea by BSG. I know there's a lot of people kind of grumbling that it's a stupid event. I'm happy with it, man. I think it's a cool event for everybody because we can actually impact the game and see that impact through wipes. So pretty straightforward. I'm assuming this is going to apply with PvE and PvP as well. I doubt there's going to be separate barters. They're probably going to be the same. So we'll burn through these. Again, you have till Tuesday to get it done. It shouldn't take too much to knock this out. Get it out of the way, and then we'll get some gun builds in game next wipe. Now, as far as the wipe question, does this mean wipe? I don't know, guys. Nobody actually knows. It's all guesses. I think this is the start of the pre-wipe, but technically every event is the start of pre-wipe this late. The one a couple of weeks ago could have been the start of pre-wipe. The real kind of pre-wipe is considered when we start getting events every day, or you get a couple and then maybe a day off, and then a couple and a day off. You get a series of events that stack. Now, we could get another event tomorrow. We could get one Sunday. We could get events could go whole hog come Tuesday once this ends. Who knows? We won't know till we get a couple more down the road, but we're at that point now. They did say early August, and yes, that could push, and it could be late August now. Hopefully it doesn't push into September or something, because that'll be really crazy. But we're almost there. We're almost at wipe. This is a cool event. You can hop on, have a little bit of impact, have a little bit of fun with it, and we'll just have to wait and see what wipe brings. So as a reminder, keep an eye out. I'll throw a bunch of these up for kind of cheap. I have more money than I know what to do with. I mean, I've got cases full of Bitcoins and cash and all sorts of shit. So I'll just build a bunch of these. I'll throw them up for you guys, and we will you guys can come in and just buy these and use them if you want. Get your quest done. You don't have to worry about building it unless you want to. But that's all I got. Nothing else really to talk about. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to check out my music down below, made in conjunction with Low Wave Records. It's my music. You can use it. It's free. It's on Spotify. If you want to use it as a content creator, you can. There is a Discord to join to get a download request. Just DM me and I'll send you the links for it if you want that information to download it. If you're a content creator, you can use this music in your content for free. YouTube videos, streams, whatever. That's what we made it there for. All we ask is you attribute us. But I'll quit yapping. Thank you guys, as always, for watching the content and supporting me. Wouldn't be able to be here without you. I wish you the best of luck in your raids, and we'll see you in Tarkov.